Oh, I was really hoping that Amalthus wasn't on his chair so I could steal it for myself. Hey everyone, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, we did a lot of story stuff, basically. We saw Family Norton's funeral, and we got our mission from Amalthus to go and serve as an envoy to Zeke's home country of Tantal. But, well, I mean, we have to go and get some rest, because we are traveling once again. Some weird lighting, but oh well. So yeah, we just have to go and get some rest, and hopefully we get Morag back, because I spent quite a few core crystals on her. And that would be a little bit unfortunate if we just lost all of those. Especially because she has Zenobia, and Zenobia is awesome. So yeah, we're basically at this point, we're BFFs with Armalia. And just, you know, always gonna prepare your rooms, presuming you'll be wanting to take your leave, and we will rest once more.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're traveling with Shell, dear. Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clans, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese, descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty and nostalgia. Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
Don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
Weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
So, we're heading back to the port, and can we make it a leisurely walk? I think if Ingdal is my home for so long, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here. So, yeah, gonna grab some Indaline presents for the folk you haven't seen in a while. So, yeah. I mean, when we do side questing, we're gonna head back here, but, I mean, I suppose we can take our time, especially because Indal is freaking amazing in terms of how it looks. Again, it's very different from the rest of the Titans, because, you know, it's just, you know, it's all essentially one big city, and you don't really have that otherwise. Of course, as expected, there are Merc missions here. First Merc in the line Praetorium, and Now, one thing I should admit, we don't have it available right now, but after we completed the, Percival's Blade quest, I believe it was, weirdly enough, we got... What are these? Those are for something. But we, weirdly enough, got a Merc mission for Tantal. Hopefully, I've cut out that, because I didn't want to spoil the existence of Tantal as a location too early. So, yeah, it really shouldn't be a surprise that there's going to be Merc missions in Tantal. There aren't any in Temperantia, because Temperantia doesn't really... there's army bases, but nothing like the Praetorium.
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Mor Ardain and Uraya.
A summit? You mean about the recent penship? But I thought...
Didn't SlayerMathis get them to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indol not to be privy to.
He doesn't like to associate too closely with Indol. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescent will. Got to keep up appearances, you know?
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. I would need to secure Senator Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, your majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
I gotta say, I really like Nira. He's a mafioso napon. I mean, I don't think I have to explain much more. He's a mafioso napon. But yeah, you might have to stay around for that summit.
So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil?
Banners going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems Acting Chairman Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the Guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
According to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Leave it to us.
And so we get the quest, Bana the Schemer. Which, yeah, we're gonna accept that as our active quest. And we have to go ask around in Indol if we can find any information about shady figures plotting an assassination attempt. Saw these weird bird people. Not like Napon, a bit bigger than that, and really birdie looking. I think I saw pictures of them before in a picture book, but I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, Tirkin. So what would a bunch of Tirkin be doing in a place like this? That certainly is strange. Go and talk to Petisk. So there was one request I thought was decidedly suspicious. We had a Napon fellow asking about supplies of poisonous substances. I told him we do not handle such items here, and of course he left soon after. But from what I hear, he's been asking around other places too. Who knows what he might be plotting? I wonder if that could be our culprit. You don't have to talk to everyone. There are a few people that you do need to talk to. Osgal here. Do wonder. I'm a yeah, he's... Yeah. We don't need to talk to him. However, I believe if we head out this way, we have, Fedlico. Some kind of ingredient with a monstrously foul odor were carried into the Ardanian Titan vessel. The stench was so strong I can still smell it on my clothes. There were other ingredients too, weird and wonderful, a lot of them. I don't know what they're for, but it can't be your average recipes. Right there we have the Goetius Wharf number 2. Of course, it's weird that there's two skip drive locations like right next to each other, but oh well. We'll have to make do. Heading out over here, senior near and also Kelland. If we talk to him. Problems with the summon are ridiculous notion. Summon will be held aboard this Titan battleship, so we have no need to fear attacks from the outside. The door is the only entrance, and it will not be opened until just before the summit to admit Queen Okura. We have now allowed to signal suspicious individuals to pass this point. As such, there is no need to fear an attack from within either. I thought we didn't need to talk to everyone. We might actually need to, but I'm not sure. And, yeah, that guy is definitely... He doesn't want to get fired. He's gotta do my job. Gotta stay vigilant. Which, yeah, fair enough. You know, if you get fired because you're, you know, you get your king assassinated, I'd assume you would get fired from that. Not saying I know from experience, because I don't. I play video games. Obviously I'm not strong enough to, you know, this is a weird thing to go on. Olander. Yeah, so he's just saying that, yeah. That while they're not plotting anything, Uraya's not plotting anything, but if they were, they could probably do some pretty important stuff.
And where you?
Heading up here, we also have, Sayakin. I'm making up these pronunciations as I go, by the way. Something certainly not quite right going on. So a very large wooden box being transported onto the Titan battleship. It was accounted for on my inventory list, so most of my colleagues think it's no problem. But honestly, I can't imagine what they would want such a huge box for. I'm worried about what might be inside. Definitely seems suspicious. We have Arco. who is a driver himself. The Ardanian Titan has extremely sturdy defenses. I doubt there's a single weapon in this whole port that could damage it. Besides, I hear the main conference will be only attended by a very select group of trustworthy individuals. Fionkis? Fincus? I don't know. So this guy basically saying the same thing that one Orion Guard told us about. And now we have Runatio. At the current climate, I fear almost anything could happen. I can scarcely wait for the day when that huge, awful Titan battleship is gone from our shores. Pains me to even see such an unsightly structure in our beautiful city. Yeah. I mean, I really like the design of the, of the Ardanian Titan battleship, but it definitely doesn't fit in with the rest of Indol's, Indol's little motif, I guess. The Orion one definitely fits a little bit more, but yeah. If we head out over here, we've gathered quite a bit of information now, and some of it blatantly bogus. But there were some rumors in there that did bug me. Detective time. Who is targeting summit of nations? Yes. It's traditional for deducing to start by listing information everyone know. Proper flow is for Rex to think carefully and provide answer. On this next big premise, where is the summit to be held? In the Ardanian Titan battleship. That's right. Seems like Ban is planning an assassination, but what method do you think he might be using? A poison. I think the method might be poison. Ship solely secure from outside, and the only trustworthy individuals will be attending. Temper the food, add them to the main meal at the banquet. I'll imagine the VIPs will be preparing their own food. I'd quite like to see Morag and Bridget cook. We've seen a heart-to-heart with them cooking. Suspicious big box carrying inside. Could the strong flavored ingredients be to hide the taste of the poison? Who is carrying out the poison themselves? And it's probably some Tirkin. Bana used Tirkin as minions before. Tora, remember from Artificial Blade Factory in Mor Ardain. Can see how they might be more convenient for him than hiring professional assassins then. And yeah, we know someone's probably going to poison the food. Why don't we check out the battleship itself? So yeah, even though there's that whole, oh, we can't let anyone through the ship because they're suspicious. Or they can go through because we're the main character. It's really all I got. I'm lazy, so I'm just going to skip travel. Because even though there's a loading screen, it saves us a little bit of time.
Let's go.
I will wait. I'm just looking at where... Oh. That certainly is a big suspicious box. Yeah, I'm going to
what have we
not
here?
Quite end the episode off yet, just a little bit further.
Nice.
But we're almost at the kitchen. And there's Tirkin.
Stop everything! Hold it!
What?
Don't play dumb! Poison! That food is poisoned!
Poison? You kids crazy in brains!
We're past talking! Quick, grab them!
Yeah!
Looks like
And to think that before now, our previous fight before getting to this was a very serious fight against Jin. And now we're fighting a bunch of Tirkin wearing chef's hats. I mean, not saying that's wrong by any means. It's just, it's strange how it, how this game progresses. And I'm definitely not going to say, this game is not perfect. There are some pacing issues, that's something that is generally accepted. There are a number of pacing issues, but I don't know. I still think this is it's an amusing scene. But yeah, honestly, we shouldn't have too much fun. This is a very easy fight, especially after, we fight Jin and the Asian Corps. You just, again, this is just a real simple fight because yes, they're marked as unique monsters / boss monsters. That was a weird voice crack, but they're easy. They're super simple to take care of. We go for Second Sun, which hopefully, even though the enemy's okay, well, oh well. Oh, something that even though the enemy was dead, we'd still be able to get the level 3 in. And yeah, we actually get to use Ultimate Lightning Fury Slash, and it's just fun. It's just a fun, dumb move. Yeah, usually the fight goes quicker than this, but then again, to be fair, I'm not using any, I'm not using any bonus XP except for, you know, the Malasakos fight, which I will keep referring to that fight as just a very annoying thing that happens, because it's just an incredibly difficult fight for how early on in the game it is. Yeah, again, I said it during that fight, I think it's the toughest fight in the entire game. What? I mean, this fight is not tough in the slightest. We're having no problems at all. And we definitely could be doing this a little bit more efficiently, but it's fine. I'll switch up the party as in between parts, just so that we can have a little bit of change going on. Maybe we can get up to Wolfric level 4. That'd be nice to see. Yeah. Yes, you are Wolfric. I screwed that up, but oh well. Thank you for telling us your name, Wolfric. Very helpful. Although honestly, Wolfric is actually a very helpful blade, just in terms of, even just for his field skills. Again, even if you don't like his character or how he is in combat, he is very useful for field skills. Same sort of deal as Zenobia. Oh, and I accidentally pressed. Yeah, I meant to. Oh well, it's fine. It's all good. Again, this fight's basically over. It's a real quick fight, but I didn't skip it away just because, you know, it is story relevant, and it's an easy fight that I won't have to do multiple times. Again, Malasakos fights, that's very much a that one's very much an anomaly in terms of, you know, how I do this game, but yeah, fight's over. Pretty easy.
Please wait!
Papoonin, what are you doing here?
What silly question! It's Papoonin who hire world-famous band of gourmet chefs, fire dragons!
World famous?
Gourmet chefs.
Mor Ardain, very insistent, want only very best food for important summit. Papoonin worked wings to bone finding chefs, and now what this?
So you mean...
These guys are just a bunch of cooks.
I did think they were not putting up much of a fight.
Then this food is actually...
Delicious! I could eat this stuff forever!
What friend doing? Very expensive food now go to waste!
Sorry! We really did think they were here to murder someone.
Murder? What this nonsense friends talk? I demand compensation. Friends have no idea how much time and money Papoonin spends on this.
An explosion?
From where?
Hey, what's going on?
Explosion in the hangar! Right when everyone was busy with Queen Rakura's arrival. It's really bad.
The Queen is here? This is it?
Rex, we need to hurry.
Yeah.
no running away. Compensation!
So, yeah, we have a bit of important things to do, but we'll be taking care of that next time. So until then, see you guys later.